So hi guys, something a bit different for me. I decided today to do a little video just saying it's okay not to be okay. So let's just show you the streets. I think I'm going to go this way. We're going to take a walk through Angel Town. I think it's important, and I'm not crying. My eyes are just watering because I've just left the house. So you can see I look quite tired. It's been quite a stressful week, but I think it's really important to say it's actually okay not to be okay. And I'm a therapist, but before all of that, I'm a human being. And it's been a difficult couple of weeks for many different reasons. I'm a carer as well as being a therapist, and anyone out there that's a carer will know that sometimes you are literally having to pour from an empty cup. And that's just because it's your job, because somebody else relies on you, and that person always needs something from you. And sometimes maybe you may not have that to give, but it's what you take on, and it's not often spoke about. And I think it should be a lot more, the mental health support for carers, because I have a lot of people around me. I have a lot of skills and a lot of tools that I can draw on when I'm having a bad time. But even so, having all the tools in the world sometimes is, if you don't know how to use them or you're not in the right frame of mind, it's really difficult. So let me show you now. We'll continue the vlog because I think I'm actually getting fed up of seeing my own face. But yeah, difficult couple of weeks. And like I said, I really wanted to do this vlog about neurodiversity just to kind of raise awareness, because I think there's so many people out there. Let's see, quite sure where this cat's going. Feels a bit like me at the moment, just on a trail, but I think it has more peace. But yeah guys, it's okay not to be okay. A difficult couple of weeks. Wanted to document this journey to assessment, to try to let people, anybody that's kind of on a similar journey, maybe you're on the waiting list waiting for something, maybe it's not neurodiversity, maybe it's therapy, but just to raise awareness that people are reaching out for help, but sometimes there's a backlog of help. And the fact that I've had to wait 2 years just to even get a pre-assessment tells you something. So we can look at statistics all day long, but people are not statistics. These are real people out here waiting a long time to kind of find clarity and understand their behavior and all of the things that we take for granted. Still outside playing. Yeah, as well as that, life goes on. So I'm a therapist, I have clients, and they often need my support. But how do we pour from an empty cup, guys? It's not possible. And that's what I finally realized this week. I've hit a wall. I've had a house guest this week, which is lovely. It's nice to have people around, that physical support. You support each other and stuff like that. But as someone who has struggles that people don't understand, I've almost realized now that I've created a world that hides my struggles. So my friends will tell you, I have a lot of friends, and this is part of what is hard for people to understand. It's like a contradiction. I have a lot of friends, but I do struggle to maintain friendships just because my brain doesn't allow for me to deal with more than what I have in front of me. So I do struggle. I mean, my friends call me up when they're struggling. I promise you guys, I'm not crying. It's just my eyes watering. My friends call me up when they struggle, and I'm happy to be that person that supports, will be that listening ear, give advice if I'm asked, because that's something else that needs to be spoken about. There's sometimes when people are going through their struggles, it's not advice or solutions that they're looking for. It's just to be seen and heard. And I think it's really difficult. And I think that's why a lot of the time I don't really reach out to people, because I find that, it's a natural response to want to fix people's suffering, and you want to help and you want to be helpful. But sometimes it's not that kind of help that people need. Sometimes all the help that you need is to be listened to. So I've got this pre-assessment, and they sent a load of forms. And when I say a load of forms, I mean, I started the forms the other day, 2 days ago, when I intended to start this vlog. And I kid you not, I still haven't finished. I spent 2.5 hours of complete frustration because forms is something I really struggle with. I struggle to fill out forms and do all of the stuff that the everyday person will take for granted. So it's been a very frustrating process. I've had to leave the forms for now. But yeah, I've really struggled. So I've spoken about, I've had a relationship breakup, and that's all part and parcel of life. I think things in life can make you feel sad for a while, and I think that's okay. I don't think that's indicative of your mental health. I think we're all trying to just find a place to be in this world, And I think for me, my relationship in particular was important to me, and a friend of mine actually helped me realise this today. My relationship was important to me, because I cared for the other person and I cared for the relationship, but also because it's one of the few things that allowed me to be selfish and just think about myself, if that makes sense. So when you're happy and you're in a relationship, or at least I thought you're in a relationship, that gives you that permission to be selfish and think about your own needs. And I think for a while it was an escape, and now that kind of shuts down and you feel like, what do I have for me? So that's kind of what I want to talk about today. It's okay to shut yourself away from people and just recharge. I had a friend of mine, taking a different route, had messaged me yesterday to say, oh, you've gone a bit quiet, which I have, and is what I kind of do when I'm struggling. I kind of go quiet. Check out the outfit, we're all combated today, but I kind of go quiet, and I think that's okay to go quiet. So if you have a friend that's usually quite vocal and they go quiet, sometimes when they go quiet it's nothing personal and it's to be respected. But I do think after a certain amount of time it's important to reach out to your friends, because I've spoken to quite a few of my friends who have done the kind of friendship duties, like you've got your girlfriends, you've had a breakup, how are you, girl? And I think I've managed to find the energy and put the mask on to say I'm okay. And I kind of am. A week on, I'm okay about that. I've accepted some things and maybe understood that a lot of it is not about me, and I've kind of at peace with that. But I've also had other things going on, and things that I kind of always have going on. My everyday struggles being a carer. And I talk to my friends about it, but I remember just saying, yeah, I'm okay. And they feel like, yeah, they've done their job. Friends, they've ticked that box. Leanna's okay, let's move on. But, it's a friend of mine that actually really, really struggles with her own mental health. And she's been open with it on my podcast. And someone that, in all intent and purposes, should just be focusing on herself. But because of the person she is, she notices when people go really quiet. So she did check on me yesterday, and I said, I've got a house guest, I'm kind of busy. And she suggested, we'll do this tomorrow. And if I had my way, I would have stayed in bed and probably felt a bit sorry for myself again. But she insisted and was like, no, we've got today, call me. And I called her, and she kind of asked me if I was okay, and I kind of went into my old routine. Yeah, I'm okay. But she persisted because she knew somewhere in her gut that this person that she hasn't known for very long, but knows well enough to know that she's gone quiet. And she really delved. And it was only when she started delving and asking me questions that I was quite resistant to answer that I realised actually how down I'd been for the last week or so. And we started talking about the different things, and I realised how much frustration trying to fill out these forms had caused me. And yeah, so we were still in Angel Town. But it was just that realisation that actually you've been going through a lot. And if you're someone like me that holds things in a lot and people don't delve, sometimes you don't realise what you're holding. And through speaking to her, I started speaking to her and I became more and more upset, which is actually a good sign because I'm now connected to the feelings that I'm trying to resist. I realised that I've been going through a lot. And she helped me realise why I was struggling so much. And I think the reason why is I struggle to ask for help, and even when I need help, I still continue to try to help others. And I want to say to you guys, it's as well-meaning as it is, it's not that healthy, so my flat, quite a small space, just me and my uncle usually lived there, but now I have a third person in that space. And as much as I love having that person in my space, it's a break from my routine. I felt like I have to come out to do this vlog, but it's not actually turned into a vlog. It's actually like a call to arms. Check on your strong friends. You know, I think sometimes when I even verbalise what I struggle with, and I say to people I struggle with forms, I struggle when my routine is broken, I struggle with this, I think they hear me. But because I seem so well put together, I don't think they see me. Sorry, my darling. We're causing chaos on the streets of Angeltown, walking around with our phone camera. But I just think I really want to say, guys, use the support that's there. You know, I found some strength yesterday, and I actually reached out to another friend of mine, and I just messaged her and said I'm struggling. I didn't have any more words for anything else. And I found myself feeling quite tearful. And I was really annoyed with myself. I'm like, Lee, pull yourself together. Like, why are you so tearful? But actually, now that I'm starting to feel a little bit better, because I do now, which is why I'm able to get out of the house and go for a walk. Now that I'm able to start to feel better, I'm realising that sometimes tears are the language when you don't have the words. So my struggles over the last 2 weeks are not really because of what I've been going through. It's more a case of I've struggled to verbalise what I'm feeling. And, you know, simply just having a friend that didn't give up on me and forced me to confront how I was feeling, now I understand what I'm dealing with. And that's something else that I struggle with. I don't always know how to process my emotions. So I see what other people do when they have difficult times, and I try to copy that formula. But the issue is I'm not like everybody else. So somewhere along the line I kind of crash and have to reset. So it's been a lot of soul searching this week, and I'm nearly home. We're back on the road. A lot of people out with their kids, that's nice. Don't let the cold weather stop you guys. But I just thought I'd let you guys know that it's okay not to be okay, and sometimes I'm not okay. I have a very good, well put together mask, and I think sometimes that can be people's downfall. You can be too strong. And sometimes when you're too strong, sorry for all the sniffling as well, but I do have allergies and it is cold out here. Sometimes when you're too strong, people don't see when you struggle. And at the end of the day, guys, no man is an island. We're not islands. And even the strongest amongst us, we need support. You know, so it's important that we don't push away. Oh, that's a cute little dog. We don't push away, you know, the support that's there to help us and get in our own way with stuff. You know, so if I really want to say anything, I will say that the vlog towards the assessment will start, but it will start when it starts. Because today is, for me, I'm going to spend the rest of the day just, you know, in my space, just processing my feelings. Because today, that's all I can do for the world. I can't save anybody. I can't rescue anybody. And I don't even want to. And that's also okay. It's okay to be selfish. I don't say selfish, I say self first. But yeah, it's a bit of a mixed type of video. And I've taken you all through Angeltown. Very quiet. It's cold. Yeah, we Brixton people don't do cold. So yeah, back up the stairs and back into the chaos that is my house right now. But even just this 13 minutes that I've taken that walk around the block, my mental health already feels better. So sometimes, guys, sorry, this is the projects. When you can't get that space in your environment, create that space. Create a new environment. Get mobile, start walking. And I do apologise about these bags. So you can see I've not really slept very well. But things like sleep, they can contribute to your poor mental health. So for the next few days, I'm going to focus on sorting out my mental health, because we all have mental health to preserve, so that I can support others with theirs. But just remember, guys, it's okay not to be okay.